gender corrective surgery, mutilation, which is what it actually is. The same people who
X-Men.
say the same people who say that.
Yeah, X-Men. You speak about BlackRock here. Yeah, because who controls the media? You will know.
Yeah.
If you know who controls the media, you will know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Against your will, and we're going to do it anyway, and they publish it and they start pushing it on the public.
Yeah. So expect civil
which
war
they
in
have
Syria.
tried before. People started to realize it
You
when
see?
we talk about the pandemic.
You see what you teach here.
Alex Jones and Chill, frogs are gay.
Alex Jones. Many religions, they mock the others. Please look at your book and you will find out that, okay, you
also
believe it.
have similar
Yeah,
far-fetched
you have,
stories.
you got what I mean. Yeah. I think the atheist now, I'm laughing. How he's Muslim now. You see?
Pleasure to have you on, just by the way.
Thank you.
I want to get into the whole globalism agenda that I had a paragraph prepared that I read to you in gym. This is also
Okay.
another one of these conversations that
In
just
German?
end up happening. No,
Oh,
in
in
English.
English. Okay, thank God.
English.
Okay.
This is about globalism. If globalism and corporatism are to succeed, then they will only succeed by breeding individualism in its extremes. Because to have this globally mobile class in this global bureaucracy in which the only thing that matters is corporate power, and then in which truth is defined by that corporate power, human beings must be dislocated, not able to sustain relationships, not married, perpetually single, broken from any sense of family or community so that capital can move them around for profit. Okay, we now understand what they want. Now we need to ask, what do we want? We want the opposite of that. So we want a sense of tradition, community, family, and spirituality that grounds us in reality. So that that reality that we can produce will then be a product of our collective consciousness. I want to get your thought of that, and we can go down the entire rabbit hole of the globalism agenda and why you believe that the ideas of demasculizing the youth and pushing feminism to its extremes, pushing woke culture, pushing the divide between religions, destroying the secular families, the breakdown of traditions, religion in real time in the West. What do you believe is the reason for that?
Okay, just let's analyze a bit your paragraph, which is good, but there is only one thing I got issue with it, which is the word we. Who's we? That's the issue. We are not, let's say, we don't have the same problems. Someone in Tunisia, he don't have the same problem that like someone in Germany. So we, that's the issue.
It's definitely more prevalent in the West, but by we, I mean the people who believe they have a sense of morality and want the best for humanity.
Even like that, we are different. So he can be liberal and he got morality. He can be conservative and he got morality. And these moralities are different. That's the issue. Like even someone who watching now, he can be super conservative. He don't need to be religious. Like he don't need to be fully Muslim or Christian or anything. No, he can be conservative. He believe in the conservatives' values, but he shares some values with the liberal one. So they are different, but they are connected on something. This globalism and corporatism, or even like to put all the world as a corporate system, it make the one who control the world easy for him. He can control someone who wake up 8 a.m., for example, in Tunisia, and he can control someone who work at night, who got night shifts in China. You got what I mean? He can control it. Yeah, you speak about BlackRock here. You speak about the companies that they share even 10% to 50% in every big company. Yeah. Okay, let's say, for example, Dhia, who work as a dentist in Ingolstadt Klinikum. Let's say like that. And he worked from 8 a.m. until 18 or until 6 p.m. Okay? He don't think about globalism and capitalism or socialism or anything. He think about how to make his work better, how to satisfy his clients, how to get his payment at that time,
How to provide for his family.
Yeah, how to provide his family, how the syndicate can raise his salary, and all of this. And after that, how to escape from that administration, that bureaucracy, to open his private clinic or private, what I can say, let's say private clinic or private, what else? Yeah, like private room. Yeah, so private place, private business. Yeah, that's it. But when he will think about this globalism, capitalism, socialism, communism, when he will think about it, when they will touch his money,
When it starts affecting him personally.
of course, when he will
And
see.
this is, I believe, when a lot of people started to realize it
You
when
see-
we talk about the pandemic.
You see, like you, for example, 22-year-old, you're still not married, and you still think about it, but not now. So now you will not think too much about capitalism and socialism and communism and all this agenda, all this ideology. Now you will think, no, how I can work couple of years to make a budget to open a company. And after that, by open a company, I need 5 years to make it stable and to gain a bit of profit so I can marry. So after that, I will raise my kids to love my, let's say, my business. If one of my kids like my business, he will be the successor of me. You
Yes.
got what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say X party said all businessmen, all businesswomen, they need to share their capital. They
You need
need
to surrender a part to the
you
state.
see,
Then it
yeah,
starts affecting you.
that's at that time you will open. Oh, okay, that's socialism. Or let's
But
say,
I believe
yeah.
you brought up the topic, if I can interject, of marriage. And I believe that is something that now, retrospectively, I look back, that was pushed on me. The idea of marriage being a bad deal for men, because I got pushed through the education system. This was a private education system, mind you. This divide that was pushed on me, I believe, by society to tear men and women apart, to make that gap larger. And I was instilled with the values and the beliefs that marriage is not a good deal for men, and thinking logically it does not make sense to get married. So I took the viewpoint for a long time of I will never get married, I won't have kids. And I've recently come to the conclusion that that is your legacy. I have a duty to my last name, to continue my bloodline,
Yeah.
to continue the human species. I don't believe there is anything more profound that you can do in this life than continue existence.
Of course.
But these are the sort of things that I've only started to realize now, and this is through deep personal analysis, because I'm someone who found affinity with the Stoic principles and self-reflection. So I am scared for the average person who is unknowingly indoctrinated with these, which I believe to be evil morals and evil viewpoints, but they don't realize it.
Yeah.
And they then perpetrate that further into society.
Okay. The issue is me and you will not. We have 0% control about the rules here. Okay. You can marry. Okay, and your wife, it's not don't have static emotions, or chronic emotion. Like for example, she loves you until your end of life. No, her emotion like. And even you, also, your emotions like that. So at one day, she will feel, not all women, but most of them now, unfortunately, they feel, oh, I'm not happy. And what's the purpose of marriage? Is not happiness, it's building legacy. Yeah, but the issue is here, education, they said to you, if you are not happy, you need to divorce. Okay, you got a business. Your capital, let's say even 50,000 euro. Let's say like that, 50,000 euro, which is very small. But let's say that you are starting your business, 50,000 euro. She will take 25,
and that can wreck you in the building process.
Not even wreck you, it will destroy you. You know, you will like in some situation you will be homeless because your health, your home, your car, your everything. Which bring the problem of choosing your wife. Choosing your wife. Yeah, so don't blame her. Blame yourself that you chose her.
That is something I want to get into more, the idea of
So
absolute and utter responsibility.
Yeah.
Is I believe in complete responsibility. Even if something is not your fault by way of the action not being yours.
Yeah.
Something the Stoics and Marcus Aurelius have taught me is you control your reaction to it, therefore you control it.
Yeah. Like, okay, let's say I just wanted to make it practical more than philosophical.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so let's say you marry a woman. This woman, you don't know her history that much. And after that, you found that she did something wrong. And after that, why you did that? You didn't ask me. I did that with my ex-boyfriend. And you don't have anything. You didn't ask me that if you did that or not. You got what I mean. That's why you need to know. Even her, she found that you do something that she didn't like. She don't like. So she need to ask you before you marry. That's why also here, which I respect in Germany and in the West, that you make consultation before you marry her. I think it's couple consultation or something like that. So you need to go with a therapist. Of course, not all therapists are good, but at least.
I actually didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you need to do that. You need to do that, especially the questions that the therapist will ask will open a lot of topics that you and your couple, your future wife, will think about it. How many kids, which type of education your kid want you to have or want to have.
And it can make a lot of the harder conversations
You see,
easier.
Yeah. Like, and fighting in couples. I'm not saying about MMA, you know. Like, even I'm not also saying about like fighting with naming. Like, for example, you are no. Like, you have a topic, you speak about it, and there is some tension. That's healthy.
Something I wanted to tag along before the conversation moves too far. Obviously, I don't want to get too personal, and you can stop the conversation at any point. But something that I particularly, this is coming from a personal question that I struggle with, is in the modern day, we obviously realize there is a lot of problems in the devaluing of morals and, let's say, the traditional values that I find attractive in a woman. I want to ask, if you were in my shoes in the modern day, where would you look for potential partners? Because I'm very aware of the fact that I'm not going to find my wife in the club.
You will find. There is hope. No, and honestly, it's not that all women are bad. No,
I'm not saying that either.
And also, not all men are bad. Yeah, there is nuance. There is good and bad everywhere. But let's be honest. We what attract us first? Physic, like the appearance. Yeah, the physical attraction, the appearance. Like if she got even the minimum of beauty, she don't need to be Charlize Theron. You know, she don't need to be what else? Like Naomi Campbell. No. I bring you the black and the white, you know. No, she don't need to be like that. She just need to be fit a bit. Don't need to be fat, you know. She need to be fit,
For me, it's not necessarily
clean.
the idea of being fit. It's the idea of looking after your health so that we can have a long and happy life together. That's what I find valuable. I don't find the physical being fitness adds to the physical attractiveness, but what it symbolizes, if a woman has a good body, if any human has a good body, it shows me that they actually care about the vessel that they are in.
Yeah. Okay, let's be practical. Okay. Let's say she's 165 centimeters. Okay, so her with body shape, with body mass, with fat, everything. Let's say she need to be 60 kilograms, 62 kilograms. Okay, let's say like that. When she will marry you, how many kids she will have? 2, 3? Like that? So in
It's
every...
also going to then fluctuate.
Of course. So put 15 kilograms minimum. Yeah, so she need to get this kid. After that, she need to take care of herself because her skin is stretched. She got fats, her thighs also, her back, everything. So she need to get the diet to regain her body shape. The second one will be harder. The third one will be harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's imagine she's 165 centimeters and she got like say 80 kilograms. Trust me, with the third kid, she will be like 100 kg, which is bad. Which is bad for her health, for her vessels, for her everything, even her mindset.
That's a big one.
Yeah, okay. For us guys, when we wake up, brush your teeth, clean your face, and sometimes you don't even see your face in the mirror. But women, no. Women, she see her face, she check her eyes, her everything.
The pressure is more. Guys can sort of more laugh it off. It's like, oh, you have a beer belly.
Whereas
women are more ostracized and shamed for it. So it becomes then a greater burden on the mental.
Yeah. And you know, also hormones play. Like our hormones are not the same. We don't have the same mechanism like women. Like women, she got every 28 days and all of these things, you know. So she need we let's say our society, we bashing and we getting hard on women. And I'm against that. But at least when I see a woman, even let's say she's obese, but she's in the gym and she's trying to get fit, I respect that.
Yes, 100%.
I respect that. Even a guy also, he's, let's say, I don't want to say obese with the guys, I say fat, you know, because he can handle the truth.
Yes.
Woman, she can't handle the truth. But
more sensitive, but that is also...
Yeah, and I respect that because...
You need the contrast in relationships. Someone has to be one half of the relationship needs to be more sensitive, more in touch with that side to create a good balance.
Yeah, and also you need to choose your words because woman, she need a bit of softness, you know. You don't need to, because you can speak with her straightforward, but she can take it as an insult. So don't keep it real with the woman, you know, all the time. No, because their defensive mechanism, their patriot, you know, their patriot system is very hard. Is always active, you know, and I know that, and it's not that bad. Just you need to know how to speak with her. Don't bash her. Don't be so hard with her because you are not a therapist. If you are a therapist, okay, you can have an individual consultation with her, and you can be straightforward with her, like you, you know, with reality checks, until she wake up and she know what. Yeah, okay. Our problem is delusion. Also, we are delusional in this society, in this time. Yeah. Nowadays.
Expand on that thought.
Okay. She's not that beautiful.
Yes,
She's obese, and she wants a rich guy. He's
And she's a 10 out of 10.
yeah, of course.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, and also he's let's say, he don't have social skills. He don't know how to speak with a woman. He don't know how to, let's say, it's like marketing. He don't know how to represent himself with a woman. You know, even in the first date, how to speak with her, how to be representative, like with a good shape. Like even women, they say no, we don't look that much with the like with the physique, with the appearance of the man. No, they look, of course.
It's your first impressions.
Yeah, of course. You
will
need to
judge instantly, even if it's subconsciously.
Yeah, you need to be at your best. Not are you great. No, you can't be great. Only God, for me, in my opinion, only God is great. So you need to be at best. Don't insult. Don't be rude. Know how to speak with a woman. Respect her as a queen. Yeah, respect her. Be at your best. Yeah, and after that, when the flow goes, you know. Yeah, and also, don't play. Speak the truth. And let's say at the second, the third date, you will say to her, I'm looking for marriage.
You need to be clear with your intentions.
Yeah, of course.
Because that is also a respectful thing.
Yeah.
You do not want to waste
Yeah.
the time on both sides and lead people down ways that you don't intend to follow up with.
Yeah, in my culture, when you passed 18, you are an adult. You're not a kid. So, I'm not saying that you are 18, you need to marry. No, even at 22. But let's say you are 30, you are 35, you are 40. Let's say like that.
It needs to move higher up the priority list.
Yeah. No, let's say from starting from 30, you are already you have experience and you know what you need to do. So you plan to marry. I'm not speaking about girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm not speaking about baby mama and baby daddy. No, this is BS. This is not what the social construct of a society need to be. No. Yeah. You want to be alone for the rest of your life, for the end of your life? Be it. But please, don't carry before you marry. Don't have kids before you marry. Because that kid is a victim. Yeah, that's it. So, make points and that's it.
I want to tie into the agenda of the kid being the victim and this idea that kids should be sacred in society in terms of they should not be taken advantage of or pushed to do certain things that do not align with themselves because they are not fully developed.
What do you mean pushed?
It's going back to the conversation you got in with Shaq with the LGBTQ movement.
Okay.
And I have a very interesting point. There was a video that went viral quite some time ago, and it was from a pride parade, and they were all screaming,
"We want your kids.
We are here. We are queer. We are coming for your children."
Yeah.
And one, I think that's absolutely horrible. But two, I can understand it because
but it's smart.
That's the only way that they can survive as a organization, as a movement, because they have to bring the new generation into their way of thinking, into their ideologies.
It's easier.
Yeah.
It's
a lot easier to convince a kid than it is
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah, you can be like, I can speak now. If I see a kid, 8-year-old, it's easier for me to convert him to Islam than someone who is 40-year-old. You see, it's easier. So it's like that. I got an agenda. So I want to build an army to defend this agenda. How to build it? Okay.
You need soldiers.
Yeah. Okay. Why now old babushki and dedushki in the grandmother and the grandfather in Russia, why they have the nostalgia of Soviet Union, of communism until now? Yeah, why they have it? Why when you speak about Stalin, they don't speak that he's a brutal, he's a serial killer, he's a vampire, he's like he like blood, like he want to kill, like he killed, you know that he killed his people more than he killed the others. Yeah, but why they in let's say in the Red Revolution, in the Bolshevik Revolution, yeah, they got even in Russia until now they celebrate it, and also where in the fall down of the Nazi Germany and the winning of the Allies, they bring the pictures of Stalin and Lenin. Why? Because when they studied in the Soviet Union, they studied patriotism. They studied that to be in good country, this country need to be communist. Everyone is equal. La 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 la. All these things from the childhood.
Indoctrination.
Yeah. So they form his brain to defend communism.
And to idealize the leader that sits at the top of the throne.
You see,
it's the same thing that happened in white apartheid, South Africa. What is the first thing you need to do to be able to control a population? You need to influence the minds of the younger people.
Yeah.
You take the natural tribal languages and you don't teach them in schools anymore.
Yeah.
In Ukraine, you stop teaching Russian.
Yeah. Okay. Mexico, from Mexico until Argentina, their native language is not Spanish, but all of them, they speak Spanish now. Why? Because the Spanish Empire, they destroyed everything that connected with their native culture. Even their names now, Ignacio, Sergio, what else? Antonio. Their names are not like that.
They're all colonial.
Yeah,
names.
They have the Inca culture, like history. Their names are not like that. But Spanish are smart. They washed everything who connect with their native culture, except the pyramids, because they have a couple of pyramids there. And they build them. You know that they were slaves also. Not only the Africans, they were slaves. Also them, they were slaves. So they washed them. They give them their family names. Gonzalez. Let's say 1,000 years ago in Mexico, there is no Gonzalez. Now they have Gonzalez, they have Marquisio, they have Marquez, they have all of this. You know, the Italian and the Spanish names and the Portuguese names also. Gomes in Brazil. So, Santos. Yeah, Santos is Portuguese, it's not Brazilian. But they washed. So it's like that. Russia, the Russian Empire, they have anything communist. So they built from 1917 until, let's say, 1933. They built a generation that they love communism. After that, from the Patriotic War, the Great Patriotic War, which is the Second World War, they, until, let's say, the de-Stalinization, which is the death of Stalin, and after that Khrushchev took Russia. Also, they contact only the kids, only schools, programs. Communism.
Targeted indoctrination.
Yeah. Okay, let's say.
But finish your thought, and there's something I want to jump in.
Yeah, and also when also you got blood in your history. Germans now, they don't want to return to the Nazi Germany because they know what happened after that. Also, Russia now, why they love Putin? Not even love, why they need him. They want, if you ask him, no, I don't love him, but we need him. Why? Because in the 90s, it was awful. It was chaos, Russia, it was chaos. It was the Russian-Chechenian war, the first one, the second one. What else? The economy, it was really bad. Oligarchs everywhere. Like, I wished I lived there, because with my mindset, I will be rich there. Because really, like, let's say, someone like Abramovich, he was not rich. After 2-3 years, he's an oligarch. He got billions. How? Stealing, corruption, the chaos that happened in Russia made some people rich and the others are poor.
You have to understand the game and then play the game.
Yeah.
It's
But
like playing chess.
it's like playing chess, but their chess is dirty. Yeah.
But that's something I want to touch on. You said that the Russian people need Putin, and I'm going to come back into this because we need a cut.
I don't need him.
How much?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's enough.
And it's something I want to touch on, particularly the Russians, they say that they need Putin. And it's something that I believe a lot of people don't actually understand. It's the same with the Germans and Hitler. You forget that the same way Putin saved a lot of the Russians, saved in inverted commas, from these wars, Hitler did the same. He took Germany that was destroyed and that was slapped with war reparations that made the average German poor, living off of food stamps, and he came in and he provided jobs, he built infrastructure, he employed.
But it was an illusion, this one. It was an illusion.
It was also an illusion, but I believe what some people also fail to understand, and it's something Dr. Jordan Peterson touches on a lot in his lectures, is people's ability to commit heinous acts and evil within themselves.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will sit on the moral high ground and say, oh, I could never do that. I could never be a god at an Auschwitz camp. But when you actually self-analyze, yes, you could.
Yeah.
In those times. And something Jordan Peterson touches on as well is people like Hitler are not purely evil by themselves. He has to gain traction, and when he has his speeches, he feeds off of energy from the crowd. The same way you do in any way. You see what gets the crowd's reactions, and you multiply and you amplify that message. So then once you realize this, it becomes even scarier, because you realize that those heinous acts, there were these evil parts in everyone in the wider society as a whole, that one person was just manifesting and sort of putting his finger on that exact point.
Yeah, okay. I can explain it even easier. Okay. All the emperors that their name start with Louis in France, they are short. Yeah. So when you have a minister, or you have your right hand, or let's say we call it minister, he said to you, no, you're not short, you're tall, you're tall, you're tall. You will believe on it.
Surrounded by yes men.
Yeah, surrounded by yes men, surrounded by guys that boost you. You will believe. I know that, okay, but you know, Hitler, it's not a good example, because he already hate Jews. He already hate gypsies. He already hate anyone who is not Aryan. So he got already this mindset. He just want to convince Germans to hate these other races, and after that focus on something else, like for example occupying Austria, occupying Czechoslovakia, after that Poland, after that France, and the list goes on, Belgium, Dania, all of this, like almost all of Europe. Yeah, but the issue is Europe at that time, they focus on the economy, like now almost, and they didn't read his book, Mein Kampf. They didn't read his book. If they know his book and they analyzed his idiotic book, they will know that, oh, this guy is dangerous.
It's on my reading list, because you know I have a
I know his book.
Yeah.
I know his book when I was even young, and I know his book very well. It was a dangerous book. It was dangerous book from starting when he lived in Austria, how he loved his wife, not his wife, his mother, how he built his conscience, how he worked in Vienna, and why he hate Jews, and after that why he hate the communists, and all of this, until building his project, his political ambitions. If they know this, they will not his coup d'etat, when he did it, I think in 23, I think, yeah, They will put him in jail for the rest of his life. It's not like 1 year, I think, or 3 years, and after that they release him, and after that he took the world, unfortunately.
Then it comes back to understanding and not being naive and following someone blindly about formulating your own opinion.
And that's the people.
Where do we want to bridge from?
Because
I have 2 topics on the list.
Yeah,
and
because
one is the Federal Reserve and the other one is COVID.
For me, I don't want to use a lot of terminology and a lot of philosophical like terminology and all of big words, because many people don't want to listen it. Or don't want to search, so I just want to make it practical.
Or don't have the capacity to understand it.
No, not even a capacity. I think that everyone got the capacity, but most of us are lazy. Most of us are not interested to search.
But counterpoint to that, I believe that yes, having a general message is good and it's something you need for wider adoption. But I also find, particularly when it comes to implementing higher caliber vocab, that is something that instantly attracts me to the great minds of our time. When I think of Jordan Peterson, when I was watching him in high school, grade 10, grade 11, matric, I would be fascinated because he would put words in a sentence and string together this conclusion of ideas and wrap it back from the beginning to the end and tie it together. And I would not understand certain words. And then it would be like this game. I would have to go and learn the word first so that I can then extrapolate and understand the entire meaning. And that is what initially drew me in. That idea of being well-spoken, having higher vocab. Yes, you don't want to go into the realm of only using technical jargon that only someone in your profession can then understand you. That's a different topic. But I believe integrating speech like that creates more interest and more depth.
I know, I understand, but not all people are like you. Not all people they read the books. Not all people, they say like, this word is interesting, I don't know it. Okay, let me search. Open Google, open books, open dictionary. No, not all of them like that. That's why you need to make it easy. Okay, Peterson is good. He's not that bad. I agree with some things. I don't agree with many things with him. Yeah, but at least he can articulate his. But not for all people. Not for all people. Some people they don't know. They don't want to search every word he said, every big word he said, every scientific, every terminology, every term. No. So that's why you need to make it easy and attractive. For you, Peterson, he's attractive. His speech is attractive. For me, yes. For Shaq, yes. For Alex, no. For Vitali, no. For Muhammad, no. You see?
Yes.
But to win someone, to make him listen to you, you need to speak easy. You need to speak easy and simple. But the big words, just, you know what? The big words, it's like someone who inject a lot of steroids in his TRT and steroids in his body, and he want to tell you, and he want to show off. This is not good.
Yeah, it is flexing. It's flexing your mind as opposed to flexing your muscle.
Flexing is not a good marketing. No, you need to be easy. You need to go to his level, and after that, with his level, when you reach his level, I'm not speaking about insulting him. No, if you go down, don't get deep with him. No, just go to his level, and after that, try to upgrade it with him. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you speak rubbish, or you speak high tech, he will not follow you. Yeah, like speak with me, like for example, if you know, let's say for example the social construct of the Byzantine Empire in couple of 100 years ago, how they grow, and after that how they fall down, and you speak about the prince and the king and and
it's only interesting to a select minority.
You see,
yeah.
What he's talking about. I'm now in 2024. Speak about today. You see, but if you bring it as a short example, when you speak about a big topic and you bring it a bit funny and a bit comprehensive, he will okay.
He'll engage with it.
Yeah. He will. Yeah, you got what I mean. You need to attract the listener, all the listeners, not the intellectual one and not the lazy one. You need to attract them all by speaking simple and straightforward, and that's it. Like, for example, me, I can listen to Peterson. I can listen also to Abba and Preach. Also, it's a good, let's say, comedians. And I can listen also. They are different, but they teach. For me, they teach. Also, who else? I can listen to Lex. I can listen to Ben Shapiro. Even I totally disagree with him, but I listen to him. I don't ban him. I don't cancel him. No, I listen to him, because banning and canceling is not the solution. That's it.
No, it's not, because then you get stuck in this...
You listen to yourself.
You get stuck in this echo chamber of your bubble and only the people around you being yes men, tying it back and repeating the
like
same...
Hitler.
Repeating the same things that you already hold.
Like Hitler and Stalin and... like Hitler and Stalin and all of them. By the way, maybe this is controversial, like this is...
yeah, for it.
Yeah. I don't believe that the West, like for example UK and America and France, I don't believe that they didn't know that in the Nazi Germany there is no concentration camp or no death camp before the war. No, they said that we don't know. They said we already knew that there is concentration camps and death camps only when we invaded or when we liberated. When we liberated these countries or these regions or places that they have concentration camp. No. Please.
No, definitely.
Einstein.
And the concentration camp wasn't first invented and conceptualized in Germany. It existed before.
It existed before, but the type of these concentration camp against the gypsies, against the Jews, against the, let's say, the gays, and all of Hitler believer. Because even communists, they were in concentration camps, like most of them. So I don't believe that UK, Chamberlain or Churchill, I don't believe that, let's say, Truman or Eisenhower or all these presidents and all these rulers, they don't know about concentration camps before liberation of Germany. You got what I mean? Because the plan was even before Hitler being as a chancellor. Bismarck believed that the Prussian Empire and the Germans are the best one in the world. He unified Germany not because he thinks that Bavarians and East Prussians and all of them are need to be unified. No, because he believed that he's a Prussian and he want to unify all Germany to be a Prussian Empire or something like that. You got what I mean? And he, as let's say, a great German, because we need to analyze all of these leaders one more time, and you will find a lot of things bad. That, a lot. Like for example, Leopold II. You know Leopold II.
Leopold II.
Yeah, the king, which he got a statue in Belgium, I think in Brussels. He got statue. You know how many hands are cut by him? You know how many guys that they thrown to the crocodiles to be eaten? How many deaths? How many executions? Just to get the diamonds sent to Belgium from Congo? A lot. Or it was Zaire. Yeah, a lot. So Mahatma Gandhi, the big leader, the big Indian leader, he was racist against black. Yeah, he believed
that one I didn't know.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. He when he was in South Africa, I think he said that we are not like black. We are not second citizens. We are not below. We are not like black. You know, in the apartheid, it was white, and after that, second citizens or
second class
citizens, which is black. When he was there, he said, "No, we are not like the black. We are more white than the black. So we should be first class citizens." That's why even I think in Ghana they removed his statue. In Ghana or Nigeria, I'm not sure. They removed his statue. So, never mind. So a lot of leaders, even in our country. Bourguiba, this is the first president in Tunisia. They made him like God. But every time we read the history of this president,
you uncover more and more
of course,
the dark side. And this is a very prevalent issue in South Africa currently, and has been over the last couple of years, is the idea South Africa is still littered with statues of the white imperialist colonists who came and colonized South Africa. And it's now the big debate is, do you then remove these statues because of what they represent, which was the oppression of black people and people of color into second-class citizenships and the atrocities that came with that? But on the other hand, it's also still history, and I don't believe in the idea of removing history because it doesn't fit with the times.
Me too.
It's the same way that I don't agree with amending a holy book to fit with the current times. Because the teachings or the history behind should stay there, that you can examine it in its entirety and move forward from there. It's the same way you don't want to end up in an echo chamber. You don't want to remove the bad. And then you just end up with the same message.
Yeah, you can, for example, make a big museum in Johannesburg or Cape Town and collect all these statues, and you put them there, and you say, this is our history. This is our history when South Africa was an apartheid state. That's it. It's easy. Okay, you can.
It doesn't become that easy when people feel so violently about it that they decide to vandalize and destroy it.
You can't rule a country with emotions. Yeah, you can't rule it. You can't rule it with emotions. Yeah. I got also another one. If you follow any empire in all the history, you will find out that when they let's say be tolerant or legalize LGBT, they fall down.
It's very prevalent in the whole going woke in the Disney and the film industry.
Yeah, but
those stocks have been wiped out by half of their value because they start propagating these woke agendas. And that's something I wanted to get into that I didn't get to mention with the kids argument and the idea of protecting kids. I was absolutely appalled when, I believe it was the end of last year, I saw an ad just on my phone for North Face, and they were pushing LGBTQ agendas, the gay flags, and that in children's advertising, children's clothes, children's hats, children's accessories. And the whole idea of now woke film industry, and now the kids are growing up watching cartoons where the cartoons openly say that they don't identify as a man or a woman, and it's okay to have different ideologies. And you start pushing this on kids who don't know better and haven't had a chance to formulate their own opinions and analyze things, and are so malleable to propaganda and to indoctrination.
Even pornography also in the books.
Yes.
Okay. For me, I don't want to ban them. I don't want to ban all these books. Put it in the biblioteca, in library, and let them choose if their parents want to give them these books or not. But make it as mandatory. No, we need to teach them how to be inclusive. We need to teach them this. We need to teach them that. This is the dictatorship. This is the dictatorship, which is lead also in the censorship also after that, and lead to the fraction, lead to the civil war, and all of this. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is bad. For me, I can escape to Tunisia because we don't have this BS.
South Africa is also my escape plan, although the BS
yeah,
is
but I
slowly
think
getting
South
there.
Africa, but South Africa, it's more connected to the West than Tunisia. Tunisia, we are connected economically to the West, but with the culture, I don't think so. I'm not saying that this is good or this is bad, but this is follow my values. Also, as a Muslim, as a Tunisian, and maybe as a future German, no one know. I respect anyone who want to express his feelings or his sexuality or anything. If you are an adult, if you are 18 or plus, and you want to go to the Pride Fest,
then it's your decision.
Be there.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah, but 8, 9, 6, 3, 7, 17, I don't know. But like 17 and younger, this is not good.
But I also find it very funny as you ask the same people who believe it's okay and it should be included in the school curriculum, teaching kids that you can be diverse and you can identify and you can change your gender, you can take hormone blockers, you can have gender corrective surgery as opposed to mutilation, which is what it actually is. The same people who
X-Men.
say the same people who say that
Yeah, X-Men.
the same people who say that will also then turn around and say, oh no, you can't have a tattoo before you're 18.
That's the hypocrisy, yeah.
Yes.
That's the hypocrisy, yeah. Yeah, the tattoo, yeah. Not even the tattoos, many things.
Yeah.
Many things, but just imagine someone who need to reach a level of testosterone or estrogen or anything to get his hormone growth at this level so he can develop. No, you need to block it. You know the effect when he will be like 20 or 30 or even 40. It will be catastrophic.
I want to go a bit more into the effects because this is more than in line with your expertise. You certainly will know more about it than I will.
Yeah.
The longer term effects of hormone blockers. I've only done a little bit of research into estrogen being a forever chemical and being in water, which is why I don't drink tap water.
Okay.
So that part I believe I understand semi-well, but the effect of hormone blockers is something I've never looked at.
Yeah, okay, let me explain to you. Like, for example, you are 8 or 9 or 10.
You believe you are trapped in the wrong body.
Wow.
You go to a doctor and he immediately prescribes
Not even a doctor, a therapist. Like a psychological therapist. Yeah. You can, they said to you, okay, you are now, you're supposed to be a girl and now you are a boy and you want to be a girl. Okay. Take this Medex, use it correctly at this time. It's like, and you know how I explain it. No, don't worry. It's like aspirin. No, it's like ibuprofen. No, it's like you got headache. You take it and that's it. Oh my God, your bone structure, your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system. Your muscles, your fiber muscles, like your everything. It changed everything. It's like what I can say. Someone who used to eat 4 meals a day, okay, and after that you said to him, okay, now you need to reach this body, which is, let's say, 110 kilograms, with fats, let's say 10%. Okay? He need to eat more than 4 plates, but with 0 carbohydrates. You said to him, no. You need to reach this phase, but you need to eat 1 plate. And that's it. So the development will not be. You stop the development. You stop his involvement, his development. It stopped. And by this, he trusts you as a doctor. And he say, okay, I believe the doctor. So I need to follow his plan to be that type of guy that I want to be. It's like that. He need to be developed. This guy need to develop to be a man. You said to him, no. Get you don't want to be a man. You want to be a woman. So you give him this medics which block his growth. And after that, he find out that I'm a woman now. You chop his wee-wee. And when he will be at that certain age, let's say 30, he say, no, I did a big mistake. I don't want to be like that.
And at that point.
And after that, he canceled his life. You got what I mean? Yeah. That's why they said, no.
I think the suicide risk is also, I believe, it was 2/3, so 66% higher amongst people who conform to.
Yeah, LGBT. Before, not after. The suicide, the cancellation. It's not before. It's after. Most of it, it's after. You don't see someone, they didn't give me hormone blocks. No. After, when he realized that he did a big mistake. I'm not saying some, they believe that it's not a mistake. Okay, live your life. But most of them, they feel this war, the psychological war between being a man and believing that, no, I don't want to be a man, I want to be a woman. And there is a clash inside of him. And after that, when he realized that, no, I born to be a man and I destroyed my life.
And that's also something I believe that also happens in the feminism, is they are constantly told that, boss woman, you don't need no man.
Toxic femininity.
You focus on your career, that is more important. And then they end up neglecting finding a partner and raising children, and that then becomes the number one regret, is not having children. And that is sadly then becoming a byproduct of toxic feminism. Okay, so we're on that topic as well. Let's go into a little bit of the US Federal Reserve, who, one, like we were saying, is not federal, and two, they have no reserves since the fractional reserve banking. And a very interesting book for people at home if you want to read it. One, The Lords of Easy Money. Two, The Creature from Jekyll Island. I don't know if you're familiar with both of those books, but I wanted to touch on something that I found very interesting, is the idea of countries going against this global mafia, being the IMF, the Fed, the people controlling. So Gaddafi tried to establish the Pan-African currency backed by gold. Boom, civil eruption. He got assassinated. Yes. Abraham Lincoln wanted to create the greenback dollar as his way of paying the military. 6 months later, dead. Kennedy wanted the silverback dollar. We know what happened there. And now I find it interesting, particularly Zimbabwe wants to introduce a gold-backed currency against the will of the IMF. And the conversations were had, and the IMF basically said, no, don't do it. We will tell you what you can do. We will take it under regulation and give you feedback. And Zimbabwe said, no, we're going to go against your will and we're going to do it anyway. And they publish it and they start pushing it on the public.
So expect
which they have tried before. Yes, which is what I'm expecting. And it's already the first stage has happened.
Expect civil war in Zimbabwe.
Because the US has now pushed sanctions on Zimbabwe under the premise of human rights violations of the leader. Which again, like when we talk about the Western powers knowing about concentration camps before. Yes, there are civil rights violations, but they have been there for years. They have been there for decades. It's now being used as a scapegoat for their underlying policy.
They don't care if you are gay or not. They don't care if you are a Muslim or not. They don't care if you are a Christian or not. They don't care. If their interest, if their interest is touched Okay, you crossed the red line. So we open the books. You open the book of freedom. We open the books of the religion. We open books of the LGBT. We
of
open the
treaties, of war crimes,
yeah.
yeah.
All of this.
Yeah.
All
And we'll
of
find
this.
something to nail you with.
Of course, of course. So we can make it complicated, like how the mechanism of the money will flow. Why Nixon broke the law to make the Federal Reserve print more money, and all of this. We can do that. But the more interesting thing is we need to know which companies control America, which lobbies, more than companies, which lobbies control America.
But those companies instate lobbyists to push their agenda.
Yeah. Because, okay, let's say Alex or Nikita or Andrei or Mohammed or Adolf or anyone. Yeah, anyone. Or Mullah, Herr Mullah. He wants to be a president of United States. Or you.
He needs funding for his campaign.
You see, so me and you and Shakir, we will vote for him, but he don't give a flying F about what we think or what we need. He want to know what George Soros want. He want to know what BlackRock want. He want to know
what Vanguard want.
Yeah,
what Van Eck
Vanguard
want.
with the Goldwine, all of these who control the weapon industry, the tobacco industry, the liquor industry, the the machines industry, all of them. All of them, they are the one. Even the pop industry, the music, all of this, because they control also the mind.
Even religion.
Yeah. Because when someone evangelic, or when a Muslim imam, or when in synagogues also, when let's say a man of God say that Herr Mullah, he's a good guy, he should be the next president. Everyone who will follow him will vote for him. Why? Because we are sheep, you know.
Because it was endorsed by your spiritual leader, of course.
Yeah, but you know what's the issue? The issue is if they think or if they suspect that someone will touch their interest, they will destroy him, or they will try to destroy him. That's why you need, as the leader of this country, you need to explain to your people why do you need to make these decisions. So when an invader or when someone from another country want to manipulate some people to burn your country, to make the civil war, at least the majority of the people that you already explained the idea, they will be in your side. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
But the issue is in Africa, they don't explain. They say that these people are idiots. They will not understand my views, my projects. So we don't need to do that. That's the issue. And even we say that we share the same color, we share the same values, we say the same history, but they don't back each other.
That's one thing that
the countries they don't back each other.
That's one thing that I've realized with African countries in particular is they say like, oh, we are all the same, we are on the same boards, voting committees, African Parliament, to grow Africa, but then they are perpetually stuck in the cycle of blaming colonialism for their failures, whereas they don't look internally of why, particularly in South Africa's case, I can attest to, is the idea of brain drain.
Also Tunisia.
Where they do not incubate people and motivate people to start businesses, to become entrepreneurs, to stay in the country after they've studied, after they've become doctors, after they've become engineers. You have all these people leaving the country because that country cannot provide the good future that you want for yourself and for your family. So that is a very pertinent issue.
Okay, I can explain it even more easier.
Yes,
like
please.
you are, like they say, oh, your ancestors was the owner of my grandfather and my grandmother, and when they are liberated, we need reparation now. Come on. The issue is sometimes you think that the other is the enemy until you realize that you are the enemy of yourself. You need to clean your mind. You need to think that you need to fix the culture, not deleting it, but fix it. Fix the new people, the young people, that they need to think about how to evolve, how to let's say what good for us, what's bad for us, what we can gain from the Western society, what we need to remove from the Western society, why they are now in evolution, why their economy is good, why corruption is bad. If you have a problem, you need to go with the legal ways, not with under the table and all of these things. But the issue is, in Africa, all of the issues need to be fixed but under the table, not face to face, not with clarity and transparency. No, that's the issue. So my solution in this, as someone that they will not listen, it's you need to fix on the new generation.
Yeah, and it's also this idea of instilled hatred for, I just wanted to say zum Beispiel, in the example of...
Par exemple.
Yeah. In the example of, yes, someone who is traditionally from an African tribe, let's say they are Zulu or they are Xhosa or they are...
one of the tribes.
They say, yes, but your great-grandfather owned the farm and owned my great-grandfather, therefore I am in a underprivileged situation. Yes, true, there has been a wealth disparity, and that then leads to disparity in raising and in how people propagate and grow through society. Yes, but one thing I never quite understood is people harboring resentment and this hatred, and that being projected onto me for the color of my skin particularly, where I am 2 generations removed from what has happened.
This is blindness.
Yes.
This is blindness. Okay, why your friend, he's a doctor and you are not? Okay, let's say this is because he focused in studying and you are not. Okay, why he's a mechanic and you are not? Why he's a software developer and you are not? Why he is...
But do you think it then stems from jealousy?
No, it's not that. It's ignorance. It's ignorance. It's ignorance. It's ignorance. It's like I don't know, but this guy said that, so I follow his solution. I follow his answer. Yeah, and you know the issue is these guys that they promote reparation, promote that white people are racist, that Arabs are racist, that even black people are racist. That racism is our obstacle, our wall. They got houses, big houses in the neighborhood of wealthy white people. You got what I mean? Okay,
and
let's.
In South Africa, they'll still employ the maid and the houseboy from underprivileged homes.
Yeah. Okay, why this guy that his grandfather was a slave? Why this guy now is wealthy? And wealthy, I'm not meaning he's rich. He's stable. He got a good wife. He got good kids. They study normal like any other guy, like any other family, without any issues. They are not struggling that much. Struggling in this economy, in nowadays is normal, but not to the poverty. You know why? And you are not. I'm not speaking about millions. Like you got millions in your account, in your bank account, and all this illusion that the red pill and rotate promoting. No, I'm speaking about normal standard, average. Let's say in America you got like you $50,000 a year.
The white picket fence and 2.5 kids.
Yeah, like you got 50,000 and your wife got like this, let's say 45 or 50,000, combined 100,000. You live in an apartment, you have 2 kids, and you live your life. It's normal. It's average. Every guy. I wish everyone understand this. Understand, but no. I need to be like Rockefeller. I need to be like who? Like anyone rich and wealthy. Why? Because and I can't do that because my grandfather, he was a slave. Come on. It's not like that.
It's using it as an excuse.
Yeah. You know,
your own incompetence.
People, they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to take, racism. I lived in racism. I lived in Russia, in Ukraine, and Germany, and even in Tunisia there is racism. And we don't call it racism, we call it regionalism. Means
regionalism.
Like for example,
xenophobia.
No, it's not like that. Regionalism, for example, you are Bavarian. Let's say you are from München. If you go to Hamburg and you say Servus,
you get ostracized by society.
Of course, they will be like, they will take distance. And when you are in supermarket, you bought your things, and you said Servus in place of hello. Yeah. So when you took your things, you saw her face is changing, or his face. The verkaufer, the sales who.
Yeah.
Okay, and after that, when you went, she will speak with her colleague. You see, this guy, blonde guy who got green eyes, he said to me, Servus, in place of hello. We are in München now, or Nuremberg? We are in Hamburg. It's like that in Tunisia.
Yeah.
In Tunisia, we have north and south. We have.
But that's also here in Germany, east versus west.
This is because of the politics, but it's not only that. It's also far, because there is empires in Germany. There is the Bavarians, there is the East Bavarians, and Saxonians. You know, it's it
ties back to a lot.
Yeah. But the issue is, if you go to Tunisia and you tell him, I'm Bavarian, he will tell you, what's Bavarian? I'm German. You see, that's the issue, because what unify you is more than what you divide you. I'm jumping from a topic to another. What unify you is the language, the culture, the history, all of this. But as a politician, how I can make Shakir or Dhia or Alex or anyone want to vote for me? I want to divide him. I want to make him hate the other. Because the other will vote for another one. But I need to take you in my sector.
And I need to tell you that the other person is the enemy, and that you should not vote the same way they are voting.
Yes. And the issue is, me as a leader of this party and the leader of the other party, we are in the same restaurant, we eat, and we say hello, and we clap our hands, and we share our business interests and all of this. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
It's politics. It's politics. That's why I don't believe this AfD, SPD, CDU, CSU, all of this is BS. Because when the clash begins and Germany will fight Russia, all of them will flee. And the youngs will be in the front line in Lithuania and Estonia and Poland. And all of them will flee. All of them will flee. Like now, in Ukraine, let's say Tymoshenko. This one is a leader in the Ukrainian politics. Yeah, and she's a corrupt one. And it's certified she's a corrupt. When the war begins, she went to Dubai.
Yeah, of course.
You see what I mean? Yeah. So, okay. Just imagine now that all of them, they want to go to the war against Russia. Me, I vote for peace.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because now I'm 32-year-old. I know that if I will be German, they will send me first to the front line. You see, because these 60s and 70-year-old, they will not be in the front line. Okay. So what they will do, they will send you. They will enjoy. They will live in Monte Carlo, in Miami, in California, everywhere. Happy without any issue.
And I love the ideas of I believe in simplicity as the ultimate sophistication. That is a quote by Leonardo da Vinci. I love seeing these views on the internet where, how can we fix these problems? Okay, you say any politician, any president that wants to wage war, okay, his direct bloodline must be the first soldiers into war.
Of course.
Sure. Okay, that'll fix something. Warren Buffett famously said, how do we fix the US debt crisis? He says, as soon as US debt to GDP passes a 1-to-1 ratio, all current cabinet members are ineligible for re-election.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah.
Finished. Everything's fixed. The world will change like that, and everything will be, those issues will be solved.
A small signature can fix a lot of things.
Yeah. But they don't want it fixed.
No, of course, of course.
Why would you want it fixed when you profit from both sides?
Yeah. One of the biggest interest in the American politics and the American economy is war. Is war. Just name me.
It's a cash cow.
Yeah, it's
a
war.
money-making machine.
Yeah, and sorry. They say that Iran got proxies, China got proxies, Russia got proxies. What about America?
America has their own military as a proxy and their own global reserve currency as a proxy.
How many bases they got? In all the continents, they got bases.
I also find that a very argument when you flip it on its head. We talked about Putin warning the West about NATO expansion and getting closer and closer to the border. I always try to think of situations, particularly when the media tells you one person is purely evil and bad. I try to flip it on its head. Let's say we know BRICS. BRICS is the alliance ship. It's not military yet, but it might become like NATO. Let's say we flip the entire argument on the head.
No, it will be.
And Russia, China, South Africa, Brazil, they start signing South America, they start signing Mexico, they start signing Canada,
Saudi Arabia,
they start signing
and
these
Emirates
people,
also, and Egypt. Yeah,
these people into their alliance and start building bases and putting missiles and putting troops on the border of the US.
Yeah.
We all know what the outcome would be. It would be the exact same thing, but yet they are criticizing Putin for it.
Yeah, because who controls the media? You will know.
Yeah.
If you know who controls the media, you will know everything.
Yeah,
that's it. They don't know nothing. They know only one thing: how to make business.
Okay.
You know, for me, Bill Gates or let's say Carlo Gambino, they are the same for me. The only difference is Bill Gates is legal business. He got legal businesses. Carlo Gambino, he got all of it illegal. You know, let's say what? Like liquor trafficking, it was a big thing. It's legal.
Bootlegging.
Yeah, all of this, all of illegal things, prostitutions, corns, everything. You got what I mean. But they got the same mindset. They got the same business mindset.
Yeah.
You need to destroy your counterparts. You know, you need to destroy them. You need to take all the business for you. And the customer need to take you, not the others, and all of this. You know what I mean. It's just they got almost the same mindset. Just one, he choose the path of legal. Legal for me, it's follow the rules, or what we make it as rules, because there is a lot of rules that it should be written.
There's a lot of ways to walk along the line of the law.
Yeah. What we know is legal.
Yeah.
What we don't know is Epstein, for example.
So another thing I want to touch on is religion. being that I'm currently going through the process of discovering it for myself, as I believe most men do, at least all men in this room. We've all experienced troubles with it and tribulations, and I believe that's part of the journey. But I want to get your take on it because you have also been through a similar situation and you have more years on the planet. I believe your advice could be very good to me. I'm purely interested. So this is a quote that I have from the philosopher Alan Watts. Perhaps you know him. So he was someone I really looked into when I started poking holes in religion, as a rebellious teenager naturally does. So I was baptized, I was christened, I was raised Christian. My family were, for all intents and purposes, atheists. They just wanted to give me the opportunity to have that decision.
Or agnostic, let's say.
Yes, okay, that's a better word. But then I fell more into the atheist camp. Then I went to a Catholic all-boys school, went to Mass every Thursday. We had on Thursdays, had religious education. And then I started learning about the different religions and sort of poking holes in it, asking why has it been changed so much? Why has it been amended to the times? How can I trust the teachings in the book if that's what it's supposed to be, if it's been altered over time? And that's when I started looking more to, Alan Watts was particularly into Taoism. And I started looking at these different alternatives. And this is a quote that has always stuck with me, that then pushed me away from more of the atheist camp into where I believe I find myself now, which is a spiritual place, but having trouble defining that higher power to a specific religion or a specific figure. So Alan Watts said, if you are intelligent and reasonable, you will realize that you cannot be the product of a mechanical and meaningless universe. Therefore, you as an expression of the universe, as an aperture through which the universe is observing itself, cannot be a mere fluke. The ground of being must be intelligent. Now, when you come to that conclusion, you must be very careful, because you may make an unwarranted jump, namely the conclusion that that intelligence, that marvelous designing power that produces all this, is the biblical God. Because that biblical God, contrary to his own commandments, is fashioned in the graven image of a paternal, authoritarian, and beneficent tyrant of the ancient Near East. But Alan Watts also says, to reject the paternalistic image of God as an idol is not necessarily to be an atheist.
So what is we? Yeah, you see what I mean. He's good.
Yeah.
This thing is good. But I know that if you want to explain it, you need 3 or 4 years even.
Yeah, probably more.
Yeah, probably more. Okay, let's make it simple. Okay, there is who believe in God, who don't believe in God. If you don't believe in God, that's it. You don't believe in anything. So let's put it aside. You believe in God. So do you believe in God, or you believe in God that it's written in religion? If you believe only in God because who created nature, who created this earth, who created this universe, okay, I believe in that. But some people, like me, for example, need more proof. So they need a religion.
But counter-argument isn't having more proof and having an image to grasp on or an ideology to grasp on also an exhibit of a lack of faith. Because faith, by its definition, should be trusting without seeing or without having something tangible or without having more proof.
No, there is holes here. How you don't have a proof and you believe in it? We don't speak about biomechanics. We don't speak about something theoretical, like for example, the theories of Einstein or Newton or all of this. Even Newton, he know that there is gravity, but what make his equations, his rules effective? It's an apple. So he saw a proof, and after that, this proof inspired him to make these rules. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
But Einstein, he said no. He got holes in his rules, and we need to imagine this type of situations that make these holes in his rules, and this is the right thing. No. You got what I mean? So you need to have a bit of imagination, also mixed with some proofs. You can't say, okay, there is no God because I don't have any proof. Where is he? That's it. Yeah, you can believe on it, but for me, it's not enough. It's not enough that you don't see God. That means there is no God. No, I need to think about it more. After that, okay, if I found that there is God, which God? The Buddhist, the Christian, the Muslim. Like for example, for me, Abrahamic God is one God. For Christians, for Muslim, and for Jews. But the picture of God in Muslims is different for Christians, and it's different for Jews. You got what I mean? Let's give you even an example. You know me a bit. Shakir know me a bit. My father also know me a bit. Know me, you know. So if someone asks you about Dhia, you will give him your perspective of Dhia.
Correct.
My father also, he will give perspective also of him, and also Shakir.
It's different perspectives.
It's
but
different,
no
but
one
there
has
is
a full encompassing view.
You see, yeah, and there is you are speaking about one that you are believing on him. God is God, even if you say it in Arabic, Allah or Elohim or Eli or God or God or anyone. Names don't change the construct, the definition.
Yes. Okay. Just something I want to clarify. Was also the language then spoken across all three of these Aramaic?
Yeah, the old one. Yeah. Yeah, the Semitic.
Yeah. So there was Aramaic, which was the language of Jesus, but that's then also where Arabic is sort of descending from.
I can say that there is three languages Semitic. There is Hebrew, there is Arabic, and there is Aramaic, which is the oldest one. Yeah, but I don't think that this is the issue. The issue is...
No, that was just a side tangent.
Yeah,
I
know.
wanted to clarify.
It's perfect. But the issue for me is that one of us think that he's the truth. But
don't all religions believe that they are the true religion?
Yeah, that's the issue.
Okay.
That's the issue. For me, I don't need to convert you to Islam. If you want to if you want to be a Muslim, it's your choice.
Yeah.
But even for me as a Muslim, I can live with you as a Christian without any issue.
Yeah.
You got what I mean? But some crazy people, they say no. Either will be, it's like George Bush.
You're either with me or against me.
Like George Bush. Either you are with me or you will be against me, and I will destroy you. That's the issue. That's my issue. I can respect your ideology. And I will follow the rules. But don't force it on me. Don't say, no, you need to be German. You need to believe this. No. There is rules that for everyone. I will believe on it. I will do it. But don't tell me, for example, every Sunday I need to go to this one, or every Friday I need to go to this place. I need to be German. I need to be. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Even in Tunisia, you are German or you are South African. If you are in Tunisia and they say to you, you need to pray, or you need to do, or you need to make this, or you're not welcomed here, I am the first one that I will defend you, and I'll tell you, are you crazy or what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. But the journey of religion, it's your journey. So you need to live it. Atheist or not, it's your perspective of religion and your experience. You need to live it by yourself. And the conclusion that you will get it, it's your conclusion, not others' conclusion, not others' influence. It's your conclusion. So when you get the decision made or done, don't blame others. It's yours. You can be atheist as a conclusion of research. You can be Muslim, you can be Christian, you can be anything you want. But I can't explain to you why you need to believe in God and why not, because my perspective can be idiotic in your point of view. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. That's why I don't want to touch a lot about religion, because it can be good. It can be good for some people that they want to know your journey, but it can be.
But like you said, people need to go on their own journey. It's a personal journey. It's not something someone else can decide for you.
Yeah, my road.
And you don't want them to, because then you blame them if it goes wrong.
You see, just don't be extremist. Yeah. Be open. Read the one that they are against your religion, and read the ones that are for your religion. For your religion, and analyze it, because some, they can be bad or rude, the ones that they are against your religion, but at least they got some points that they can crack your wall, because you want to save your religion, you want to save your religion.
Learn something.
Yeah.
Is that gonna die just now?
Just make a filter. He can say you are ten, but your religion got okay. I take this phrase, I go home, and I see why he said that. Not why he said I'm an idiot because I'm a Muslim, or I'm an idiot because I'm a Protestant, or I'm an idiot because I'm Catholic. No, I listen to what he said after that, because there is an issue in triology, or Muhammad he married a kid, like a girl, or Moses he was always angry. Moses is Moshe is the prophet of Jews, the father of Judaism, I think, or Abraham. Why he married a second wife? Why you got what I mean? These questions, which is religious, that make the wall that save your beliefs crack. You need to go and search to even fix that crack, and after that you respond to him why it was happen like that, or it will make this crack deeper and deeper and deeper. So after that,
make you question it further, which is also not necessarily a bad thing.
You see.
But people are too defensive. They feel personally attacked when their values or something that is affiliated with them is attacked.
Yeah, but please don't insult who believed in this. That's it. Please don't insult someone who believes that a cow is a holy creature.
Yeah,
I respect that. It's his belief.
Yeah.
Someone believes that rats are gods. I don't care. This is his belief. Yeah, like not even he born like that or he believe like that. He got a logic. Okay, let's give you an example. I got a friend from Sri Lanka, and in Sri Lanka, like not far, Sri Lanka or Tamil, in the Tamil region, they got a guy that they believe he's a god. They believe that he can give you gold from his hand, like from out of nowhere, or he can throw up an old golden egg. You got what I mean?
Okay, he can transmute minerals. Good to know.
Yeah, you got what I mean. For me, if you say to me like that, I don't believe it. But after that, I went to search, and I find out he's a scammer. He's a false god. But I can say to him, in a soft way, in a good way, that please, you're a doctor. I can explain to you this thing. You can analyze it. You can. If he said to me, no, I believe that he's a God. You don't know nothing. I can, okay, good for you. This is your beliefs. I will not insult him. I will tell him, no, you are an idiot. You are stupid. What you are believing now. Because trust me, in every
that
religion.
just makes the divide worse.
Yeah, trust me, in every religion there is some miracle, like miracle. Yeah. Miracle things that logic
can't explain.
Yeah, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. You can explain that, for example, Jesus put his hand on a dead body and the guy woke up and he's alive. You can't explain, for example, for Muhammad, who don't know how to read, don't know how to read or write, and he got a holy book. You got what I mean? He got a knowledge that some now they don't have it, and he don't have, like, they don't know even from where. They don't know. You can't explain someone who got a stick and he throw it in the river and the river like opened the hole, which is Moses. You got what I mean?
Part the sea.
Yeah. So these things, even he can say it as a Buddhist or as a Hindu or as anyone. He said to you also, you got crazy things in your religion. That's why you need to be respectful for others, because their beliefs is not a joke. Many Muslims and many Christians and many religions, they mock the others. Please look at your book and you will find out that, okay, you believe
also
it.
Have similar far-fetched stories.
You got what I mean. Yeah. I think the atheist now, I'm laughing how he's a Muslim now. You see? Yeah, that's it. Done? You reloaded or what?
Okay, cool. Hopefully it saved that last clip.
No, it's saved.
That was a lovely one. Thank you.
That's it? I
Yeah.
can go home now?
Yeah, we don't have any more batteries. You're free.
I destroyed your batteries.
Yeah, you destroyed my brain too.
No, I didn't do nothing. No, this is how I can say. It's a cup from sea. You know,
It's a drop in the ocean.
Or ocean. Yeah.